You do know that all that shit you're not dealing with is still in you, building the fuck up. You do know that, right? You probably do know that, but are ignoring it. Just like we humans have a proclivity to do. Shove that shit in deeper, look away, fucking distract, and carry on and act. We have a pressure tank in us. Think of it like a fucking propane tank if you want. If we experience childhood trauma or for some reason feel unsafe early on, then our young minds develop a strategy, albeit an unsophisticated one, to cope with that shit. We put it in the pressure tank so that we can carry the fuck on. But you can be a grown-ass adult and develop a tank. Could be you've needed to deal with death or violence on either side. Either someone who has been a victim and the thought of dealing is too big, so you put it in the fucking tank, or someone who works in a field in which your job is to help or save folks who are in a bad way. Sometimes you have to have a tank to do your fucking job, because you can't be effective if you're feeling it too hard or being traumatized by the folks you're helping who fucking need you. How fucking extraordinary is it that our minds can create such devices to cope with the fear of annihilation? Because, you know, if we trace it deep enough, that's the baseline issue being activated way down deep in our wrinkly pink meat computer. I mean, millions of years of DNA trying shit, fucking it up, and trying again has programmed us with a fear response when we think our existence is being threatened. But that shit's hardware, and how we deal with it is software. But my friends, we actually exist in the fucking cloud, so no matter how extraordinary and hardwired our shit is, what's even more extraordinary is that consciousness is even a fucking thing. And if we can just wiggle inward a bit behind our thoughts into that primordial wakeful signal, then we can see and affect what's going on and what's fucking us up. Look, it's not complicated, so don't let anyone, including your own damn self, tell you otherwise. It's like this. What goes in must come out. That's it. If at some point for you a fight or flight response was triggered and you ignored or thwarted it, then it goes in the tank. Every single fucking shitty thing that has happened to you, if unexpressed or unprocessed or ignored, goes into the fucking tank. I mean everything. You overhear someone talking shit about you, someone says some unwarranted bullshit to your face, your spouse rolls their damn eyes, whatever. If you swallow it, then it goes into the fucking tank. And I know some of that's little shit, but over time that pressure builds and becomes dangerous to your fucking well-being. So not dealing with shit now will fuck you up later. I promise you that. We evolved for fight or flight, but in our modern world, flight means you've got no fucking job, or you're paying alimony, or you're homeless, whatever the fuck. And fight means your ass is probably going to jail, so we just suck it up and we thwart our very ancient and effective survival mechanisms and store that shit in the tank. And no, I'm not saying go join the fucking circus or punch your dumbass boss in the throat. What I'm saying is, we need to use our intellect to devise ways to release stress productively whilst navigating our so-called civilized society. Have you ever gotten a propane tank filled? And if so, did you notice that at the end there's usually a big psh of white propane gas that spews out and all of a sudden it smells like farts for a while? Well, that's because it has a pressure relief valve, so when the tank is too full, it spews, thus preventing the damn thing from blowing motherfuckers up. Well, guess what? Our stress tanks have a pressure relief valve too. It's called a fucking panic attack. Fun fact, propane gas has no odor at all. Gas companies add in a chemical called mercaptan that smells like egg farts, so that we know propane is leaking and we don't fucking light up and blow our ass up. Well, unfortunately, panic attacks also have no odor, and by odor I'm talking about associated cognizant thought. In other words, if you've carried a particular trauma for too long and built up too much pressure in the tank, then it will release, but you won't necessarily be aware of why. It's not like the terrible thought comes to your mind and then you panic. It's often the other way around. That psh in your mind is stress hormones cascading through your body, and you might even be in a fucking good mood, bebopping along, and suddenly your heart is skipping. You're experiencing bizarre pains and numbness. Reality gets hyper-focused and yet far away. Your chest hurts, your digestion shuts down. All this shit is a survival response to the stress hormones, and you may have no idea why the fuck it's happening. So then your conscious mind gets involved. Feels like I'm fucking dying, I better figure this shit the fuck out. And generally the first thing you think of will become the thing. Oh shit, I'm having a heart attack. Oh fuck, this is a stroke. Whatever the fuck you do, do not start Googling symptoms. It is a rabbit hole that always leads to cancer or death. The point is, your mind responds to the stress hormones, and it must find some reason for it, even if it's made up. A panic attack is a physical, catastrophic feeling of dying, but you're not actually fucking dying. Now, if you're having a fucking panic attack right now, I made a video already called Panic Attack Protocol. It's short and sweet, and it should help you get through it. It'll be on my website, which goes live September 22nd, and if you want to plug your email in now, I'll let you know when it's up. But anyway, maybe watch that one when you're going through it. But if you're prone to panic attacks, let's chitty chat. And if you haven't had one, let's also fucking chitty chat before you do. The very best thing you can do is just be honest with yourself. And let's be fucking honest. Most people don't want to be fucking honest because we think the pain will be too great. Well, pain is a part of this experience we're all having. Pain is an elephant's ass that you are being forced to eat. And you can take a bite of that ass every once in a while or put it off and try to eat the whole damn ass at once. And guess what? That's way more ass than your mouth can handle all at once. If you can learn to observe your thoughts, not think your thoughts, but take a step back and watch them without judgment or identifying with them, then you can also catch those little lies you tell yourself so that you don't have to feel shit. Those lies are just thoughts too. What I'm talking about is a fucking all-in absolute commitment to yourself that you're going to eat the entire elephant's ass. All the way to its guts, till it's gone, no matter how hard or gross or long it takes, even that nasty hairy bit under its tail. You have to decide you are going to unfuck yourself, and that's done with the knife of honesty and the fork of relentless awareness and determination. There's all kinds of ways to help unfuck yourself, and most of them are very simple and accessible. Get plenty of fucking exercise and sleep. Eat healthy shit. Drink water. Make connections with people. This problem we're having is ancient and primal and built in, so counter it with doing ancient and primal shit we were built for. Get some damn sun on your face. Hike around in nature. Go barefoot, outside, shit like that. There are also more advanced ways. There's therapy and EMDR and heart math, therapeutic or neurogenic tremoring, stellate ganglion block, plant medicines. There are things that are done with audio signals that affect the vagus nerve, like the Safe and Sound protocol. I mean, there's a shit ton of stuff, and I'm not certified in anything. I went to a fucked up violent ass high school and then joined the military, then dropped out and lived in the fucking woods a couple years, and I discovered this shit just by taking one resolute step at a time. And if you maintain honesty and relentless determination and aim yourself towards healing, you'll find the next right thing. I mean, this fucking screen you're staring at is a portal into just about anything you need. It got you here so far, at least, and you get to behold my glorious mustache of healing. But that being said, you'll need to exercise some discernment because there are motherfuckers that are out just to take and have little to no interest in the giving. So trust your gut as best you can, and I know it's hard with all the crazy fucking signals that go on, but you can always go the fuck outside, get in the woods, get in the desert, the beach, wherever the fuck. That you can trust. And so if you're not sure of a thing, remember to keep it simple and get back to a baseline before you make a decision or give some motherfucker a bunch of money. Alright, well, I hope this helps give some understanding and gets you started unfucking your ass, or perhaps in preventing an inevitable panic attack. Believe me, you don't fucking want one. If shit builds up, go scream bloody murder into a pillow, or hike, or run, or do fucking jumping jacks. And if you have the ability to cry, then please, for fuck's sake, bawl your eyes out whenever you can, because some of us wish we could cry more than just about anything. If you can feel, then fucking feel, or it will atrophy. Well, what the fuck are you waiting for? No one's holding you back but you. Honesty and relentless awareness and determination will eventually lead you wherever you need to go. And it doesn't need a fucking appointment or cost money or require a certificate. And if you have some excuse why you can't do it, then congrats. You just found the first lie with which you can practice vanquishing with honesty. You got this. Not because I say so, because you fucking say so. So say so, boo. Toodaloo.